What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Tow Piglet video. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to be answering an interesting email that I got. Two things. First and foremost, sometimes I get a lot of repeat questions, and so I want to be able to reference these videos for the people that ask the same question. But two, sometimes it's I'm smart, but I'm not the smartest person. Anyways, but I just want this to be a conversation starter for this person that's interested in, so anyways, let's just jump into the email. Hi Alex, I'm currently 16 years old and I live in Santa Rosa, California. I've been interested in the trucking industry for a while and I was hoping to start non-cdl hotshot as soon as I finish high school. I recently saw your video, CDL restriction 88. I'm a bit confused. Does this mean I can't start hotshot in California until I'm 21 years old? Could I get my CDL at 18 with an interstate only restriction, but still do non-CDL in other states? I would really appreciate any advice you may have for me. Also, I've been really enjoying the YouTube videos. Keep up the great work. Okay. California. Okay, so 16 years old. First of all, age, okay? The thing is, age is a federal requirement, okay? You cannot drive interstate commerce until you're 21, period, okay? And if we switch over to the, right here, this one, it also says it in the California. This is the, right here, California Commercial Driver Handbook. And so it also says, must be at least 21 years old to drive a commercial vehicle engaged in interstate commerce. Okay, so it says it right there. So that's that. Now, you can get your CDL at 18 and do intrastate, which is just in California. So the thing is, the reason you need your CDL in California, excuse me, is because of this right here. Who needs a CDL? This is the California Commercial Driver Handbook, okay? So who needs a CDL? Besides, obviously, combination of 26,001 pound, besides 26,000 any single vehicle, right here. Any vehicle that tows any vehicle with a GVWR of 10,001 pound or more. So whenever you're towing anything over 10,001 pound GVWR in California, you need a CDL. And it's the only state that makes that distinction. Usually people conflate the CDLB. So if you have a CDLB, you can tow a vehicle up to 10,000 pounds. But that's if your towing unit, if your power unit is over 26,000 pounds. That's where that kicks in. So if your power unit is over 26, in your CDLB only allows you to tow 10, right? But California is the only distinction, the only state that makes this distinction one step further. That means no one can tow a trailer over 10,000 pounds, period. So unfortunately, you cannot do non-CDL hotshot in California because, your trailer will just be too heavy. For example, my trailer weighs 6,500 pounds. That means you'd be able to only take about 4,000 pounds worth of load, or 3,500. And maybe you could get a lighter trailer, but still, at the end of the day, you're cutting yourself even way down, right? So number one is absolutely you cannot go interstate if you're under 21. Number two is you absolutely need a CDL in California. Now, the problem with California is because of this distinction, they then had to introduce restriction 88. And restriction 88 right here is if an applicant performs the skills test in a Class A combination vehicle with a GCWR of less than 26,001 pound, the CDL will be restricted to the operation of commercial vehicles with a GCWR of less than 26,001 pound, aka restriction 88. So what that means is people were coming in, taking the knowledge portion of the test, and then showing up in their pickup to do the skills portion. And they called that restriction 88, which means that you can only drive combinations that are less than 26,000, even though you technically took the knowledge portion for more than 26,000. So that's why they made that distinction. So that's why when you go through the flow chart in the California driver handbook, it leads you, hold on, let me grab this flow chart. Where is it? That's why when you pull up the flow chart, you obviously is right here. So is the GVWR 26,000, or is the gross combination weight rating 26,001 pound or more? No. Is this a combination vehicle? Yes. Is the gross vehicle weight rating of the 10,001 pound or more? See, California is the only state that asked this question right here. Is the gross vehicle weight of the trailer / towed unit 10,001 pound more or more? That's only California. And because they asked that question, you say yes. And that means they ask the gross combination weight question again. Now, the reason they're asking the gross combination weight is to help you decide whether you need a CDL B or CDL A. So if you said no, so is the gross combination weight rating 26,001 pound or more? Yes. That means Class A CDL, regular Class A. If you say no, then Class A with restriction 88, which means you have to go in, study the knowledge portion and study for everything, and then this restriction 88 just means that you didn't take it on a semi. You didn't take your skills test on a semi. That's all that means. Now let's go back to your email. So we'll recap. You cannot do interstate commerce until you're 21. You have to get your CDL in California because 10,000 pound towed unit, aka restriction 88. And I think that's basically it, right? So you presented a very interesting question though here. What if you do non-CDL hotshot? What if you live in California? You do non-CDL hotshot. You're over 21 and you do non-CDL hotshot, but you never come back to California. Because, see, that's the weird part. Unless California busts you, like, the other states don't know. Like, if a DOT officer in Arizona or whatever, any other state, you know, I mean, Arizona because it's right by California. So, like, if a DOT officer in Arizona, if he doesn't know that the California laws, then he technically can't ever give you a ticket. But again, that's until you get caught. You know what I mean? So it's a very short game. Unfortunately, you're basically, because you said you're 16, unfortunately, you're basically just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your driver's driver's license clean. So don't have any problems with the law. Don't have any problems with like substance abuse because, you know, pot is legal in California. So just keep doing what you're doing. Be a good person for the most part. And when you turn 18, you can get your CDL, and then you'll only have to stay in the state of California. And then when you turn 21, you might be able to do long haul. But just a quick little side note. Those laws might change. The federal government is looking. They had I saw the news that they have an open period for drivers and for other companies to tell them what they think about reducing the interstate restriction to 18 as well. So the federal government is looking into that. So in the next 2 years, by the time you turn 18, there's a chance that could happen, and which means that you will be able to do interstate at 18. But right now, you just need to focus on keeping your driver's license clean, keeping your driving record clean, because the insurance, it will be expensive when you're young. So keep your record clean. Follow the news about what the federal government does about reducing the age from 21 to 18. And right when you turn 18, go study your butt off and go take the test in a full semi. Do not take the test in a hot shot because that'll give you restriction 88. So study the knowledge portion for the semi and take your test for the full semi. And then at 18, you'll be able to have a CDL and you'll be able to go to work. I hope that answered your question. You guys let me know in the comments below, did I answer correctly? Any other pointers or tips that this guy could take away? And then I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.